Here we have the fuel pump off of a 175 horsepower Mercury Sportjet 1998 version. And what we've got is the diaphragm fuel pump. That is the second fuel pump. There's a primer, but then this is the one that actually does the work that feeds the carburetors. So you'll discover that there are 2 bolts that hold it to the block, and then there are 2 bolts that hold it together. I've already loosened things up and had it apart a little bit here. Let me just pull these screws, and we're going to dissect this puppy and show what exactly we've got inside. It's not very complicated. You can see that I did purchase a diaphragm kit, so I've got hopefully all the parts and pieces in here we're going to need. I am in the process of removing the oil injection system, so right now someone else had this capped off. I'm going to replace this and get rid of that extra deal there. No reason to have fuel pressure on a little plastic cap like that. This is where the pulsing air comes out of the block that actually drives the diaphragm. When I pull this bugger off, I want you to notice all these tips and points right here on this side. They're all on the same direction, so they'll kind of help keep things oriented. Pull this thing off. We see a spring and a cap on there that's been pushing this diaphragm, and there we go. There's the first one we're going to look at. You can see the distortion that spring has been putting into that one. This motor hasn't run for 10 years or more, so on here's the center body. Now we've got a check valve, one on each side. So you see it from that side, see it from this side. There's I think there's a part actually missing on that one because there's supposed to be a rubber check valve, the plastic, as well as a retainer there. So I'll look in hopefully all that stuff is in the kit. And here's the other side. There is a spring, a little booster spring that goes into that spot right there, and I guess it boosts the diaphragm there, and we can see the distortion that it put into that diaphragm as well. And then of course now we have what is the back, and it's got an air hole, just a good old air hole. Let that pulsing take place from the back side. So anyway, there we go. Good news, nothing's torn. When I touch it, everything is dried out, so I'm guessing that probably wasn't flexing too good, and about 20 minutes into firing it up, it would have torn. So this is a good thing to do on a preventive maintenance level for what I'm doing. I will give you another follow-up on this vid as I get further on.